Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
Welcome to the TiVo Mike Show. I'm your humble host, Michael TiVo Mike Jefferson, coming to you live to tape from Steiner Studio in Providence, Rhode Island. Here with my best friend, the show's entertainment guru, Mike Warner.
What up, Saints? You know what day it is.
We know what day it is. Do not let your child be in the house when you're getting raped. So we're going to have this now episode of the Righteous Recap of SVU. See, this is why parents need to make sure their kids like vegetables. I think this episode has done for the ice cream industry.
What happened to Lawrence?
What?
Lawrence?
No.
The Lawrence ice cream industry tea?
This episode has done for the ice cream industry what Candyman has done for candy, which is I don't want any, because this was creepy.
Oh,
for SVU's going
first
down. So here are the two storylines.
Oh man, I still can't even get over the dweeb that was doing it. What the hell? He's a dweeb.
AF. And like I said, guys, on last week's episode, I cursed.
Oh.
Right? So, I went all this time, and it was a woman rapper who took me down. Not that way. But I still will not. I will still not curse. Now. Unless you give me an episode like this again.
I'm not gonna lie, this episode was
creepy AF. Here we go. As Flip. For those listening at home. The SVU searches for a serial rapist who preys on mothers with young children. That's making it mildly. And Benson and Fin struggle under the tightened reins of
McGrath.
Chris McGrath. Let's start with the light heart. Let's start with him.
I love him.
Because this will bring him. Yeah, he's now my favorite character. He needs to stay. And I like how... So, here's what I like what he did. He said to her, let's go over your cases.
Right.
And he said, now you're making $500,000. Is that right?
He'll have to play 8 different characters in this universe, but you're making the $500,000.
You're making $500,000. Right. I got to do everything else, and I'm only getting 25 if I stay overtime.
Right.
So we're going to sit down. What about this case? What about this case? She's checking it, and finally she just looks so... I like that she looked like a spoiled kid being told no for the first time in a reaction, but she's still so cool because I love her.
Right.
But she had that like, I'm sorry.
Because even Cragen didn't do that. Like, right. Even her captain didn't do that. So it's like, hold up.
Which is why they were all bad.
Who the hell is
and, that's why it happened. You gotta be like, I need to go over it now. Because
you know what's funny is I like him. I think this works out well too because the only other time we've seen anyone go over her cases was Barnes.
Right, and look what happened.
And he actually he was actually doing his job. So I like that we get this different perspective. We got the chief who's for the victims,
right?
And that's what we had with Garland, who just departed unfortunately. But we got that the chief that was for the change, right? Mm-hmm. Well, you know why he quit.
He quit, yeah, because he's a fool.
Yeah, he's a fool. Micromanaging me, I'm out of here.
He's a fool and a coward.
Right.
The term was micromanage, meaning you were being managed, means you were getting paid. Now you're not. Okay.
Right. But I like how we got the chief who's for that, that mentality, that like of the change, and then we got the chief who. He's like the new chief for Sylvie's character.
Yes.
He's there. Yes, we're going to take care of some things, but first we're going to take care of everybody's pockets.
Thank you. I think, again, I love him. First, I thought he was Johnny Be Good. So, I love him. Love that movie. It's not him. He's not Ricky Schroeder.
No,
he's not any of these people.
No.
He's a doppelganger.
Yes.
So, but that's how he gets a career. So good for you, Mr.
Right.
Unknown. So he's more known than me. So by him staying focused, he is for the victim. He's so for the victim. He's saving them from themselves. He's saying, I know you don't think it is, but you bad. You are a bad victim. And what's going to happen is we're going to display all this money, deploy all of these resources. We're going to go to the thing, and 9 fools who couldn't get themselves out of the duty are going to say, I think you kind of asked for it. You were dancing, you went down, then later someone else went down, and now you're just mad at how they went down because it wasn't your down. So we just going to call it a wash, right? Because idiots are in the jury.
Really. And
right?
That's exactly because
they ask
a jury of his peers.
Right. Not of the fool. They ask you, when you go, can you be objective?
Right, yeah.
Can you turn your brain off? You're supposed to go, no, that's not how I live. I've made it this far by keeping my brain on. Those who turn their brain off are either dead or they're on that side of the courtroom.
Right. Right.
Okay, that's what happens.
Right.
A fool who murders people's innocence, who rapes in front of their child, lets them both live, is a fool who has learned to be objective,
right,
turn their brain off. I don't want to be that person. So, no, Your Honor, I will convict that person because he was on the news. The police arrested him. He must be guilty. Why would you? No, this will try. No, the state. Did you not hear what the charge? They said the state versus. They didn't say we think. They said the state.
Right.
The place where we live, where I pay my taxes, that they can mandate vaccines. The state is versus that brother.
Right.
Who ain't even a brother. He guilty. They don't pick non-brothers who are not guilty to then employ in the courtroom. Your Honor, we're all here to convict him. It's just a matter of how and fast.
Right.
So, I looked over there. I didn't see Matlock. So, we know he's guilty. Okay, you have to go now, sir. Thank you.
Right.
$5 a day. So, these people couldn't do that. So, you're putting yourselves up. So, McGrath is just saying, listen, there's enough holes in your story where it's not that I don't believe you.
Right.
Yeah, I believe you were raped. This is real. You were injured. You got hurt. The guy should have death. Yeah, death to him. So, but we can't really do nothing because it's not going to work in the end. But
the outcome we're looking for isn't going to. Yes.
And they were good.
Right.
They were the good one. They didn't go to the party first.
Well, see,
they don't have a plot hole. They just had a gun.
Hold on, but this speaks to your Dick Wolfness. Because that's what pissed me off about the episode. Was why did it have even that captain? I hated that captain when he was on before.
Wait, which her father?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was a douchebag then. So for me, it was, why did it have to be a cop's daughter? Why couldn't it just be another person who got raped?
Right.
With the same MO and the same, everything the same, being knowledgeable, remembering the voice, the name, being able to pick him out. Why couldn't it be that and not be the cop's daughter?
That's true too.
Because that would have been really good. That was the Dick Wolf in it of trying to slight how fast they push a case, the politicalness. Right. Because I was like, I still agreed with not bringing Rose's story to life.
Yeah, it's gonna
only because they're gonna, first off, you guys don't want to hear this, but you're going to hear it today. She's a woman of color.
Right.
Secondly, she's a woman. Third, she's a single mother. Those are 3 denominations or 3 detractors that you're going to use to determine who this person is. Those are the first 3 things you're going to look at before you base her credibility. So no matter what she tells you in her testimony, no matter how much she cries, no matter how tortured she is by this event, no matter how much it changed her from now being a single mom who didn't really do anything wrong except for be a single mom. Like, she didn't do anything wrong. She lived her life. She went out, she had a party. Yes, unfortunately, she has a baby daddy, so yes, they're still intimate. Those are all things that are real no matter what your ethnicity is.
Right.
But because of her being a woman, and being Hispanic and being a single mom, the jury's going to get up there, and it's not a jury, and that's what I said earlier. It's not a jury of the defendant of the victim peers. It's a jury of the defendant's peers. So that's why you're right. They would have brought her case to trial,
and there's too many,
and they would have got off because the guys would have been like, "Well, no, that's what she asked for." I mean, look at how she's living.
Yeah,
that would have been the whole focus.
And it would have been he versus she said.
Right, and
that's why they can't have that. That's why
I like that he chose to not bring it up. That made perfect sense
because he was like, "You can't,"
or not to go just on that.
Right. He brought up the plot holes. I don't think it was color or the mom.
Well, I'm just saying because they paint this whole.
Yeah. But I don't.
The episode to me tried to paint that political part of it, and I didn't like that. That's what irked me.
He's definitely political.
Right. That's what.
Yeah. But if he was trying to do that, I dismissed that so fast that he fell faster than that girl down the well.
I think because for me, I always say they don't do that, and I always try to defend him for not doing it. But when he did it, I'm like, what? I can't keep defending you, Dick, and you keep doing this.
What it is, and which is what makes SVU the best. What it is all the time is everyone. Again, it goes to the jury thing I was saying earlier.
Right?
Can you be objective? Can you da? The correct answer 100% of the time,
is
no
no.
matter who you are, is F no. That is not no, sir. That is why when you turn on the news, you look to see what brand you're watching.
Right.
No one just says, "Hey, Bixby, Siri, Alexa." Yes. 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 All three. Turn on news. Just news? Yeah, just what happened today. We can't tell you. We need you to tell us what news you want to hear. Oh, do you want left? Yes. Okay, well, pick one out of 9 million channels. Okay. Are you on the right? Yes, here's your channel. Right? So that there is no one's impartial.
Right.
We all know impartial, but none of us are impartial.
Right.
We bring life experience to the table, and the proof is the fact that they choose jurors.
Right.
Right? Because they go through a selection process. So obviously, everybody's individual. If we were all the same, they would just say, "Hey, these are the 9 people the lottery system picked. Sit over there on the bench." We don't have to ask anything because we just all know that everybody's just impartial and brings their own experience. No. We need someone who's going to believe that side more than this side, and this side versus more. Whatever it is. But when it comes to rape, which makes SVU so good, is it's always inherently he versus she, or he versus he, or she versus she, or pronoun versus unpronoun. Whatever it is, because that's the next level. I'm being progressive here.
Good job. I'm going to stay regressive.
Right? I'm going to be
like,
animal versus animal. Did they really ask for it, or was the owner set those 2 dogs up? We don't know what's going on. I want that to be the show. There's a lot of rape going on in the animal world.
Right.
Right? I'm going to a breeder. Did you get permission from the dog? Anyway, I think that's an untapped market there. But it's always a he versus she. So if there's any kind of credibility, perception that not that we have of you, but that through experience we know the defense attorney can exploit, we want to protect you from you.
Right.
If I go to the mailroom downstairs by the lockers, and there's a dude with a knife, and I scream, "Ah!" right at the top of my lungs,
just like that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be so scared. I'm be so scared. The mail left. It's my pronoun is fear.
I'm so mad. You need to watch that. I want this. I'm so funny right now. I can't even say it.
My pronoun is fear.
He said the mail left.
It was like and I was like and then he stabs me in the neck, and I die because the ambulance doesn't show up with Sylvie in time. Now there's a camera that shows him hit me with the neck, with the knife in the neck, and he goes to court, And they go, "What?" And the defense goes, "Well, it's a he said." They're like, "What's a he said?" He said, "The case. I mean, y'all say he killed. Well, what's the killed say? Well, he's killed, so he can't say nothing. You killed him. We have footage." "Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, oh, okay, Your Honor, my client pleads guilty because the video. It'll be easy. Murder case are easy. Rape. Now let's do that same scenario. Let's go down there. Big, buxom woman shows up with a knife. And she's talking to me. And she goes, hey, Big Daddy." I say, "Aah!" Once again, screaming, top of my lungs, male left. "Ah!" Right?
Male left.
And she proceeds to rape me.
Right.
And she said, "If you scream again or move again, I'm going to take this knife and shove it through your neck and you'll die." "Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. We have a show next week. I don't want to die." Right? Finally getting up with YouTube views.
Right,
and this bucks woman's going to take me out. Just rape me, whatever. Get this over with. Now that's also on the cam.
Right.
I get traumatized. Mariska shows up. I tell her, "Oh, I was raped. I'm embarrassed because I'm a guy. We're not supposed to admit that. Women can't really rape men. That's not a thing. We don't have enough, hashtags for that yet. It's tough out here for us." So she goes, "It's okay. I believe all," and she's getting ready to say women. She goes, "Men. I believe all men." Okay, so I go, that's right.
This would actually be an episode that Tutuola would be in charge of.
I was just getting ready to say that Finn would be like, "Uh-oh." So he'd be like, "Well, why didn't you hit her? Why didn't you run? Why didn't you? She was big and buxom and she had that knife. You don't understand." So now we go to the trial. Right lets it pass somehow. He's sick for the week.
Right.
So they show the footage, but there's no sound.
Right.
It's just video. So what can they say? I'm saying I was raped. Well, now she could say, "Well, no,
we bartered.
We were just because they don't even see the knife."
We bartered. It was like a conversation.
No barter.
It's consensual.
No, don't even. We ain't trading nothing.
Oh, sorry. It was consensual.
She took me.
Right, but they're not gonna. Like you said, they're gonna look at that interaction, and it's just a conversation.
It looks like we're talking. And she goes, he clearly, because who could just...
And when I offered, he got excited. Look, hands,
you can't get raped without excitement.
Right.
That's what happened. Friction. I mean, but we're dudes. I mean, wind can blow a certain way and there's excitement. We're dogs. So... But it could be a he said, she said.
Right.
Even with the footage.
Right.
Sex is a different beast.
Animal. It's a different vehicle, yeah.
So with this case, she, to save her child, did what she had to do, which was she saved the child and her life.
Right.
That's a good mother.
Listen, that hurt me the most because she was like, "It's just a game." I'm like, no!
That's what made this episode beyond. This should have been a finale episode. I was sickened.
Well, the season 23, they gotta go even bigger by the time the finale gets there.
They're done. They could just replay this for the rest of the next 20 episodes with same.
Yeah, I was so pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Oh, you guys just went right there in the beginning. Like at the beginning, we didn't even get that dun dun."
And they showed her.
Right.
They don't just let us normally it's after the fact.
Right. Or it's just you see
they're like, "Oh, he was in the room. Okay, that's nice. He was in the room. Oh, he probably looked up at the sky."
No, they're like, "No,
he was right there. Like,
we're gonna punch you in the face with this."
And you can't kill him because if you can't cry because if you cry you die. Who is this? A rapper? So all of a sudden, she had to be cool with it.
Right.
So she did what she had to do to save the thing. So he then says she was cool with it.
Right. She was complicit.
So Wright was like, "We can't be wrong. That's why my name is Wright." So he said, "Slow roll." Now they had another victim who had to do the same thing, but because she stupidly don't know how to work a gun. But anyway, because she did grab a gun, because she did scratch him, because she did do these things,
right?
They go, now I don't know what movie you think she was in. But scratching you and getting a gun, unless you're going to tell me y'all two were playing Ricochet or Bullet Bounce, I think she was sufficiently terrified of you if she grabbed a gun with her toddler or baby in the room. You are guilty as sin. Juxtaposed to the other person. Right. So they pounce on it. So I liked how they showed that, and still we could all understand. Whether or not we agree is different. We could all understand. But seeing her in that courtroom and saying they dismissed that particular case, that was another finale moment, because to me it was like, you not only did you give her the spiel, we're gonna got you, we're gonna get justice for you, we're gonna do this, you're a survivor, you're not gonna give up, you're gonna keep living. You gave her the Olivia Benson treatment. Thank you. And before you gave her the treatment, she was gonna let it go. She got it all right. But before you gave her the treatment, she was gonna let it go. Whatever, it's over. Exact. You gave her hope, and then you're not even the one who took the hope away. The person you had hope in, the system that you put work into, said, "Well, she did bring us this hopeful case, but it's not hopeful enough at all." And the person who the case resolved around is sitting in the room to hear you say it's not hopeful enough. And then we had to get the altercation outside with her and Liv. You told me to. You said I would go on trial. You said this is it. And she was like, and you could see Liv like, first of all, she's in a bad place. She already had 2 losses in a row. She's done. Yep. She's like, listen, I know you can pay me $500,000, but y'all need to give me some storylines where I win. Right. Not just win at home. Right. With the paycheck. She goes, you could see her trying to bring her glory by saying, he's going to get 15 years, but not for mine. Right. Well, you could kind of think of it as yours, 7.5 each. What do you say? Yeah, I even like more that Carisi had to sit there through that awkward exchange. Like he's a dude, so he can't say nothing that's not going to be you picked his side. You can't. So it's like, you're right. It's do you need a? Huh? Wait, it's okay. He could have said, Your Honor, yeah, we'd like to keep going. See, and then taking the hit of getting in trouble. And he is a good boss now. Yeah. They actually have rapport. So I think, as much as I hate to say this, Carisi is going to be the ADA for a while. And I'm happy about that. Right. Because it's ADA, not cop. Thank you. Very happy, very thrilled. He was not on the scene as much, but he still gets his paycheck. So thank you for what you did, Pina Scambronino. Please be on as the ADA, and don't be like Barbara, because he sucked. Yes, but we haven't had a good one in a while. I like that he's got Stabler-esque emotions. Yes, and he's on this side of the each case, right? Because all the other ADAs who were like him or similar were Cabot and Novak. That's who it was. Yeah, those two were fantastic because they could be they could be prosecutors and still just go after the law and not the person. Right. Whereas Barber couldn't separate the person from the crime at all. So that's why he lost all the time. All the time. And it hurt me because I want to see them win cases, not lose the cases. But I like that we don't get everyone in court. I like that we get some in court, some not in court, and I like the balance that they're giving of Carisi. Yes, because sometimes these court things are just more right. It gets in the way. So I love it. I even love, and I hate that I love this. So the new guy, his name is Octavio. I love the new guy. Passano. I like that he's being trained by Finn and like that. But here's the thing. Here's what I hate to love about it. So, first off, he's Amaro and Stabler in one. Because he's the aggressiveness of Amaro with the ability to act like Stabler. Those are some high shoes to fill. Well, no, because here's what I'm saying. Because remember that scene when he arrested the guy? He already had the guy arrested. But that was because that's where Amaro would have stopped. But that Stabler is because you know how Stabler acts first and then eases up? I guess I'm not ready to call it that. I'm doing what Wright says. I'm slowing my roll. Right. Because I don't want to be all hopeful that it is. Because we were saying just 2 weeks ago, we need Stabler.
Well, I already told you they were bringing him on, so I knew.
I hope it is, but I don't want to hope yet because he may be another
well,
transition.
Here's the thing. Not only that, here's why you can't hope yet, and this is what I love about it. So one, I'm gonna ruin your life. Actually, no, I'll save your life. I won't ruin it this time. I'll ruin it off air.
Thank you.
But he's perfect, ideally, right? It brings some balance. My thing is, there's a lot of sausage in precinct 16. We need to shake that up a little bit. But I got you. It didn't work. It didn't work with when you tried to do it the way you tried to do it. So we got to shake it up. I
don't think people care.
No, that's me. I like a balance, and there's a balance of characters. How coming dare you gender shame? That's right. All day.
Look at them, guys.
Gender is fact.
Hashtag gender shame at EGMike84 on Twitter. Right. Get them, guys.
Gender's fact.
The woke people, sick them.
Come at me. I got you.
Gender shame.
So,
what if his pronouns are her and what's she?
Your boy's pretty brolic. That's not his pronouns.
Oh, so there you go. You say women can't be
masculinity. Yep, it's coming.
Oh, look at that.
Take them off.
So toxic masculinity.
But what I like about him,
he must watch Fox News.
What I like about him is he doesn't report to Benson. And I hate that about him.
Yes.
Because it's like having a snitch and a fox in the hen house.
Thank you. And that we don't need. We already have Wright being almost the bad guy. We don't need two bad guys.
No, but what I like about it more is he doesn't know that that's the perception that the squad has of him until he didn't know that
because he told Wright about the case. And he knew from Finn.
His name is McGrath, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you keep saying Wright and you're throwing me off, so I don't know.
Right?
No. His name is Chris McGrath, maybe?
Where am I getting right from?
So, no. I felt like you were just calling him the right. Well, because I thought you were just calling him the right. Like, on the right?
No, like WRIGHT. Where did I get that from?
I don't know. So that's the thing. That's the thing. I wasn't sure. And then I'm like, did he say? And you just said it right now. And when you said it right now, you said it as a person. Before we were saying it as like, the people on the right, like the right seeing it this way because we were talking about the visual of it.
Look at
so just now you said it. I'm like, wait, is he talking about the guy? Because now I feel like he's bringing the guy a different name.
I'm not editing.
No, don't edit that. Guys. Actually, you have to go over and just record McGrath and put that in.
We keep going McGrath.
But McGrath, I mean, Velasco doesn't realize by the squad that they are looking at him like he's the reporter until he's in the room and he goes, yeah, but didn't McGrath say we're not doing that? And first off, Finn is messed up for not giving him the warning. Finn, you're supposed to be mentoring this dude. Secondly,
Finn hates him.
Rollins already
tried to give him the tea.
Not only that,
team works.
Right. So
you
got Benson the heads up.
Boss,
you got the heads up.
McGrath
from Rollins.
Yes.
You got the only dude who can mentor you without and be objective to mentor you because he'll let you get your licks. And then you still gonna bring up? Oh, well, didn't McGrath say to drop that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he knows, and you're just socially inept.
Because dude. Well, I think he got it. Yeah,
I think you go to Benson.
Yes, I think he got it afterwards because when she goes, she looked at him and whatever she said in the wording of like, I'm the captain here.
She slapped.
That's what she said without saying that.
Confusion off of his mind.
Yes.
So fast.
But it was so good. It was so.
Trainer wants to slap the fork out of hers.
Right.
That's the extent that she did that,
and it was so good, and it was
realistic. The whole thing,
and that's the whole exchange. The only thing I ask of SVU's writers, one, whoever this lady is who's mad at you guys, figure it out and get her off Twitter because I don't like bad hashtags for the show.
Thank you.
But two, we need to see Joe Velasco offer Odafin Tutuola a jelly donut.
Yes.
And if we don't see that, I'll be very upset that you let the rumor get started by Rollins. And Rollins, that was so good. I ain't never seen Finn eat no donut. Never mind jelly.
Ever. In the history of SVU.
22 years. 23 years.
23 years of avoiding the cliche.
And then you said
of officers eating donuts.
And then you said give it to Finn and say
he brought
a jelly
2
donut.
dozen. There's 3 other people in this office.
Thank you.
You brought 2 dozen? Do they look like they're scarfing donuts all day long? You're not bringing it to my house.
So we have
12
to see.
To me is my appetizer.
Yeah, we have to see
now I can have my meal. Where's my food now? They said you just had 24. Yeah, doesn't everybody have 24 to get ready for the other 48? That's why Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte did it. Another 48.
So I want to see it more than anything in the world. Yeah, we have to have a scene somewhere.
Next episode,
because
if
she said it doesn't
happen, if it's not on video,
it didn't happen. And she said it so mean.
He said.
That's right. I like that. Oh, she was so evil. She goes.
He should have said. Oh no, I'm not even gonna say that.
Don't say it. You got too excited. Don't say that one.
I did.
Don't say that one.
I have to
stifle.
Yeah. Amen, Lord. Take control. Jesus, take the wheel. Although I don't drive, so I wouldn't have a car for you to take the wheel of. But okay, Jesus, give me a car and take the wheel.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, it was so good.
So, in the words of Mrs. Doubtfire, the total solution is lifelong celibacy, and if you violate that, heaven help you. Good luck. Bye bye.
The TV Mike Show was produced by Michael Jefferson. Our sound board operator is Mike Warner, and our theme music is by Eric Gino. A special thanks to me, to our family and friends who make us speaking here, and to you, our great listeners. That's it for the TV Mike Show. I'm Mike Warner. See you next week. We got the last doing things to the value of another TV show. It's loving and free. Great addictive series.